Hey, what's up guys? You're back with your man TechNick, your go-to guy for videos on the latest tech. Now today, it's all about the latest tech. Once again, I have the Vivo X27 here with me today. I've previously reviewed the X23 on my channel, and I've used the X21 as well. Now, the X21 actually released a year ago, the X23 6 months after that, and since September, 6 months after that puts us at March with the X27. Now, this is practically a mid-range flagship for the same price as a flagship phone from the likes of OnePlus. At around £500, you're getting a phone with a Snapdragon 710 chip inside, which is a 10nm chip, as opposed to the Snapdragon 855 one seen in the latest flagships seen to date for the same price. Now, is this really going to do a better job with other functions such as camera, charging, battery life, premium quality? I've used these phones, and yes, it is. I think that all the other features of this phone can far outweigh its lower level end chip. And nevertheless, if you are still a gamer and you are a regular user, you're not going to notice any difference between this and the latest and greatest Snapdragon chip out there. This is the first of the Vivo X series to have a pop-up selfie cam, and with that selfie cam, it is supposed to take incredible selfies. So I definitely want to test that out in this video. Other than that, it has 3 cameras at the back, which look incredible. We have an ultra-wide, we have a 48 megapixel IMX586 sensor, the same one that I saw on the Xiaomi Mi 9 and the Honor View 20, which I praised so much if you've seen those videos. This is the gold version of this phone, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage. Without further ado, guys, let's go. And there is the phone. This is literally exactly the same as the X23 box. Just said X23 here and had the phone on the left. I still think it's very neat packaging, so I'm not disappointed that they haven't changed this layout. So here is the phone. Indicates right there that it has an under-display fingerprint sensor. We'll just put that to the side for now. Okay, they've included a cover. I always like that Vivo do this. Ooh, and it actually looks quite nice. It's got this protective feel to it. It has like these frosted white edges on the side here, and then this clear back to show off the wonderful gold or blue cover should you go with that one. And then you can clearly see that there is a cutout there for what? Well, the pop-up selfie cam, of course, but we'll get to that in a bit, so cover aside. Now, other than that, we have these little earphones, which is always cool to see. They are the standard Vivo earphones that you've seen in Vivos for a while, and I actually think that they're quite high in quality, if you ask me. They definitely can't compare to the AKG ones that you get with the Samsung Galaxy phones, but then again, this phone is half the price. And of course, if you have a look at this set of earphones, it does indeed come with a standard jack, because there is indeed a 3.5mm headphone jack on this phone, which is great to see Vivo have kept. We have the USB cable over here, and I know what it is and I'm really excited. It is finally USB Type-C. The X21 and X23 both still used micro USB cables. For the life of me, I cannot understand it, but I'm so glad Vivo have finally moved on to USB Type-C with their X flagship series. And taking a look at the charging block over here, it is 10 volts by 2.25 amps. Take 10 times 2.25 and you get a 22.5 watt power supply. So the leaks that you have seen online that it's an 18 watt power supply are lies. This is indeed a 22.5 watt power supply, the exact same charger that came with the X23, but nevertheless the battery size is actually increased to 4000 milliamperes, which is great. The Vivo X27. Here is the phone, the front itself. You're not going to see much of the screen over there until we actually have it on, but that is all display. We'll get to that in a moment. So this is the gold one, and it is one sexy phone, guys. I don't know if you could see this, but it's actually not really gold. It's almost similar to my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus Prism White. This is more of a white, but it has, instead of throwing in of green like seen on the Samsung, it has like a thrown in of pink over here. And I'm really digging it. That is really awesome. So other than that, we have these 3 camera sensors at the top over here on the back. Our main sensor is a 48 megapixel IMX586 sensor, which is the same sensor seen on the Honor View 20 and the Xiaomi Mi 9, which I ranked so high when taking photos and put it right there up with the top dogs, such as the Pixel 3 XL and the Mate 20 Pro. We then have a 13 megapixel ultra-wide snapper for your ultra-wide shots. There is no optical zoom in any of these cameras over here, but we do have a third sensor over here, and this is for extra depth sensing. And I remember with the Vivo phones before this, you could actually record with depth sensing. So it will be really interesting to see what this brings to the game in this phone, and of course we have the dual LED flash over there. Other than that, we have the little Vivo brand over here, and for the first time I've seen it says X series on the back, so I guess that's a new thing. Taking a look on the sides, we have a gold trim, which I really like. Guys, this is a seriously premium feeling phone. I must say it is right at the top there with the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and all the brothers around it. So we have this gold trim on the side over here. We have the power button, which is not textured at all. And we have the volume rocker over here as well. It is not split, but it feels nice and sturdy. We have an antenna line over there going on the top. Of course, we have this wonderful pop-up selfie cam, which we'll get to in a second. And then we have, yes, thank you Vivo, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and it is at the top where I like it, because when you are texting on your phone, it's better to have it up there than to have it down here. So, taking a look around the other side of the phone, we have Vivo's trendy AI button. Now this actually works really well with translation. I'll get to that in the full review, but it is indeed textured, so you can actually feel the difference between the power button and this, which is quite nifty. We have another antenna line over here, and then moving on to the bottom, finally we have this wonderful USB Type-C port, and we have the single firing downward speaker over here. It will be interesting to see if it is paired with this physical earpiece speaker at the top here, but we will get to that in the full review as well. At the bottom we have the dual SIM tray. There is no micro SD card support, only space for 2 dual SIMs over there. So no SD card support here, but it only comes in 256 gigs, and that is massive if you ask me, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and register the fingerprint. This is the 6th iteration of Vivo's, and they did indeed start it. Registered. Done. Oh, Fun Touch OS. This is now based on Android 9 Pie. Thank goodness the X23 released when Pie was around, but it stuck to Oreo there, and that was Fun Touch 4.5. So this is indeed Fun Touch 9. So I want to go ahead here and test out this fingerprint sensor first of all. So let's go and do that. There it is. That is really fast. That is seriously fast, guys. I cannot believe how quick this is. You can tell they've been in the game for a while. I think this is the fastest one I've seen for sure. Vivo are making a huge difference on the fingerprint sensor variety, and I cannot wait for the Apex until it is all screen. You can just plug it anywhere. But for now, this is doing really well. Let's throw up the brightness. This is actually a Super AMOLED display, and you can see it looks absolutely gorgeous. It is one good looking phone. But now, let's get to what you guys have been waiting for. The camera. So, agree, and let's flip it over. 1, 2, 3. There it is. There's the camera. Did you guys see a little glowing effect there? Let's hide it away and just get it back there. Did you guys see that pink LED? I cannot believe that. That is insane. I've never seen this in a phone. This is addictive, guys. I actually want to go ahead and see what the quality is like over here. So let's go ahead and flip it over. Have a look at me here. Hello, me. Okay, there is a ton of beauty on here. I look like a fruitcake. Let's have a look at this photo. So, my lips aren't that red, guys. But this, I'm telling you right now, it looks a lot more natural on the phone itself. I don't know what is happening with this recording, but I can see some really great hairs over here. Everything is, it's just really clear. This is supposed to be the selfie game changer, and I'll definitely be bringing you guys a proper camera test on this phone just to see what it does compared to other flagships out there. This is one good looking phone, guys. The Vivo X27. Now this may not have the latest and greatest Snapdragon chip in it. It may not have the fastest wide battery charging. It may not even have wireless charging. It does not have waterproofing due to the pop-up camera. But then again, it has a pop-up camera. It has a 3.5mm headphone jack. It has a more than decent processing chip in it that can smash any game you throw at it. It has a Super AMOLED display, a speedy fingerprint sensor over here, Vivo's 6th iteration of it. So guys, they know what they're doing here. And did you guys see that? It's a damn pop-up selfie cam with LED strips on the side. Vivo, you guys know what you're doing when it comes to innovation. Look at that. Pop-up 16 megapixel selfie cam, 3 lenses at the back with an IMX 586 48 megapixel lens as well, with an ultra wide and depth sensing lens as well on top of that. It is seriously premium and looks damn sweet, guys. I cannot wait to get testing this phone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did unboxing this phone. Until next time, guys, this is TechNick.